Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dicing with Death.
Hello.
Also known as Halvar Slaughters the Town.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm getting some pretty extreme camera lag, but
Ooh.
let me turn it off and then turn it back on again? No.
That's less than now. It's only a second instead of
Eh, it's fine.
Hmm.
I don't think there's anything I can do. So we have Matt's lovely skeleton here will indicate your kill count.
Ooh. That's clever. Hold on, I gotta find the skeleton, though.
It's right in front of you. There's dynamic lighting, so I can't
Ah, yes, I see him.
see.
That is the number of the dead.
Yes.
Beautiful.
There we go. Right before you. Halvar, you are surrounded by an angry mob wielding pitchforks and torches.
Don't they know? This is exactly how I like to fight. Surrounded by my enemies. Ready for them to die on the ends of my swords and my axes. Bring it on, baby.
All right, let's roll initiative.
1d10 plus 4.
I don't know what the initiative of a pitchfork is, but
8.
we'll estimate. It's 8.
I think so. I'm kind of
They
making that
still
up.
beat you.
Oh my god. And with 8? Okay, it's only 6. Okay. But whatever, they beat me. That's fine. I can take on the swarm of peasants.
All right. A couple stabs, which are harmless. And then another attempt to overbear you. So go ahead and make your 4 opportunity attacks.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh.
2 hits.
1d8 plus 8, actually plus 9, I'm sorry. That should be a 17 and a 14.
All right, so you bring down 2 more. The bodies are piling up around you. Of the 8, so 4 are getting in to successfully overbear you. They do get their hands on you, right? Oh, no. Your dexterity is what gives you your...
Right, 14
So
AC.
They can't. They just can't get you. Keep whiling away, snapping at their fingers with your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And you can return fire.
Excellent. All right. Halvar is ready. I did a frenzy last round, so I should reduce my number of frenzies left to 12.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. Longsword slashes out at the nearest one. Big axe slashes out at the nearest one. And I take a bite. Ooh, which does not go well, but I think the first 2 do. 1d8 plus 9 and 1d8 plus 8.
Roll a saving throw versus death.
0 successes.
You chip a few more teeth as you get a mouthful of the haft of a pitchfork. Fortunately, these are your jackal teeth, not your real teeth.
They'll grow back. Maybe. I don't know how they
I don't
work.
think they will. No.
Okay.
So I think that was 2 kills. 2 kills.
2 kills. And that's the end of that round.
Yeah, bodies are piling up. There are 3 guys behind you, between you and the gate, and then a mob before you filling out into the streets.
When you say 3 guys, are they regular peasants or are they soldiers?
None of these are really soldiers. They're peasants. They are armed. They're lightly armored in mismatched hides, clothes, and armed with improvised weapons.
Perfect. This is exactly what I was hoping
The
for.
throngs gathering before you must be near 100. I don't know. It's just a wall of people piling into this front entrance to town.
Excellent. Now this This looks like there's a road here that kind of narrows-ish. How wide is it? Is this to scale? Is it like 20 feet across? 20?
It's roughly to scale. Yeah, it's a road wide enough for wagons to enter and leave the town.
Okay, so it's not like I could get people in a choke where there's only 3 in front of me at a time.
I'm only allowing 8 to reach you at a time.
Okay.
I think it's the same width as the gate. It's about 10 feet wide. Maybe widens a little bit coming into town.
Okay. So there's 3 people towards the gate and then just a crowd around me?
3, you're surrounded by the crowd.
Okay.
But there's 3 behind you towards the gate, and then the angry mob
All right.
spilling into the entrance to the town. I think we're on to initiative, correct?
Yeah. I'm just trying to decide how I want to do this. If I just want to be like a whirling series of blades and axes cutting down people, or if I want to get into a more tactical fighting position. I'm thinking about getting in the gate, and so there can only be 3 people against me. But I'm worried if they shove me out and close the gate, I'll be stuck. So I think here is good for now. Yeah, this'll do. Okay. Let's
Make
do
your
it.
attacks.
Let's do it. The longsword comes out at the closest peasant. The axe comes for the closest peasant. And
We'll call it 12 to hit. They're in OG leather armor.
Nice.
None of this ultra leather 2-point Neal stuff.
I know, it's so
I think
ridiculous.
that's 3 more hits, right?
I believe so. That should be 9 damage. I think the next one is a crit.
Yeah. I don't think you declared targets.
No,
So
I'm just sort of...
that was like 1 behind you and a couple in front.
Yeah, it's just... It's indiscriminate slaughter, I think is the technical term here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll get an axe attack at the end of the round, so that should be 3 more down.
All right. A pitchfork jabs you from the rear. Oh, missing. What's a level 1 saving throw versus death? They pass.
17.
They don't skewer their friend. And then there is another rush as the mob charges you. Attempts to overbear you one last time. A few run past you.
Fools. You
so you can make
fools.
your allotment of opportunity attacks.
That'll be 3 hits.
3 hits.
I guess 1d8 plus 9 on each of them. Hot
It
diggity.
doesn't matter. They're minions. Wait, why did you roll so many?
Because there have been a couple times where I've rolled like twice in quick succession and they've been the same number, and I was curious if it's like just coincidence or if there's some sort of bug.
So have those 3 more kills, right?
Yeah, just 3 more hit kills.
So this is an overbear of
1 stabbed me, everyone else jumped on me, so there should be 4 left. Yeah.
They just can't get their hands on you. A few rush past you. So 1 gets behind you, and then a few more go for the guard's kiosk.
All right. Well, I'm not going to try and fight my way to that area. I'm going to try and fight my way forward into the center of town. No, I'll stay here for a while. This is fine. I get 1 more attack at the end of the round, which is a 12.
Mm-hmm. That is a hit.
Which is 9 for damage.
That is enough. $20 dead. Most of them right here in this choke point. So you're slipping in blood and on top of bodies.
Oh my god, is that a 20 kill count already?
Yeah.
Sweet Jesus. All right. 20 dead bodies around me.
There's still a throng of angry militiamen, peasants, filling the street before you. And we can roll initiative.
I will reduce my number of whatchamacallums by 1. 1d10 plus 4. 9.
Roll a perception check. Okay.
It seems like they have a well-regulated militia. This is
I
why
wouldn't
they
exactly say
maintain the right to bear
well-regulated.
arms.
More of an angry mob. But you see some commotion in the guards kiosk. Those peasants that slipped past you appear to be up to something. It's your turn.
Okay, well, I will move in the direction of the kiosk then, as I cut things down around me, if possible. So,
You'll have to kill at least one to get there.
well, here's my longsword. 17.
Okay. So you turn to the kiosk and slay the peasant between you and it.
Can I see into the kiosk now?
You can. Yeah, there are.
What do I see?
You see at least 3 people inside, fussing with something.
Well, I would like to.
Hear them over the roars of the crowd. Yeah.
I'd like to go after them, but I don't want to provoke 8 opportunity attacks.
Yeah, not all of them have like weapons ready to take OAs, but you would provoke at least a couple.
Yeah, so I'm gonna aim my second attack at maybe someone else in the crowd who has a weapon that might get an OA on me.
Okay. Turn to a guy with a pitchfork
Yep.
and bring him down.
Yep. And then I will go towards the kiosk for my wolf
OAS.
bite. Yeah. It's probably more of like a tuck and like roll into a 4-legged run, which I'm sure provokes OAs because it's a weird maneuver.
You're only like 10 feet from the kiosk, if that.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. Ooh. I'm gonna make four opportunity attacks.
Oh, this is no good.
It is not. Ooh.
Hitting a
Just
crit.
resolve that critical.
Ooh.
Trying to think whether.
Successes on my save.
All right. Would you like to roll on the table, throw the bones, or shall I double that damage?
Let's throw them bones. I need my HP intact.
All right. So there's 1 more 5-point wound. Ignore the 2.
Right, got it.
And critical hit table. Critical hit table. Where are they? This would be. Let's call it bludgeoning versus humanoids. Actually, what was I rolling? Those were too large of damage dice, but we'll stick with it. That's fine. In that case, we'll say, let's see. We'll call it slashing. We'll say that was like an axe or something.
Wow.
Slashing versus humanoids. All right, so I need to roll d10 for location and 2d4 for severity. 6 and then 9. 9 is your left arm. And a 6 shield damage, torso struck. Wait, that's torso. Hand injured, -2 penalty to attacks / shield dropped.
Ooh, okay. -2 with my offhand then.
Will be I guess the weapon isn't dropped, is it? 5 says shield damage / weapon dropped. I assume if your shield would be dropped, your weapon would be dropped.
I mean, I'm getting the -2 to hit, but I'm not dropping my weapon.
I guess so. Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Whatever.
All right. So the axe sort of collides with your hand. I guess you keep your grip on your axe, your offhand axe.
Okay.
Axe. As you step into the guard's kiosk, and you see 3 men looking up from you. One of them has his hands around a chain, like a winch connected to a chain.
I throw myself at him, baring my teeth.
Any attacks left?
I have a bite. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
That's a hit.
I will rip into his throat, pull it from his body, and gurgle on his blood while I stare at the others.
They look at you in horror, and I'm going to go ahead and roll a morale check for the whole crowd. And a 13, panic begins to set in. Let's roll for initiative. Is this your extra attack round, or was that last round?
That was last round. It will be coming up this round, next round. 9 more rounds of frenzy. I can kill 3 people a round. That's another 27 people.
What? Oh.
I can do it.
So these two back out of the little kiosk.
Mm-hmm.
And the crowd begins to scatter.
They back out of the kiosk? Did I come in through the front door? Oh, okay.
You did, but I think they can withdraw past. You lunged in and you attacked the guy that was going to close the gate.
Got it.
And so the other two sort of skirt around you. They withdraw, don't provoke OAs.
Mm-hmm.
And the mob begins to panic. Like there's people that are 20 bodies piling up in the gate. So they're going to flee, but not before depositing some torches. One of them flies short, but the second lands within the guard's kiosk. And
they're throwing torches in the guard's kiosk?
Indeed.
My God. I'll burn the whole town down.
Roll some kind of saving throw. 20.
What do you want?
Saving throw versus fire is 12 is probably a failure. Save versus fire for like wood.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Probability item saving throw.
It's on the DM screen at the bottom. Item saving throw versus normal fires for what type of wood?
Probably thick wood or something like that.
Thick wood, save is 5. 5 or higher.
It's really good.
Yeah. Thin wood is a 9 or higher. Yeah. So
I think a torch goes tumbling into the guard's kiosk, but it doesn't set anything ablaze. You will need to make some sort of make a dex check to avoid being burned.
Alrighty. Go. Dex check is this button. 24.
All right. So you step out of the way. There's a burning torch on the floor, but poses no further threat. And outside, you hear cries and panic as some people are pushing to get closer and surround you. Others are deciding it's time to retreat, and chaos ensues.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. New initiative? Or is that... Yes.
No, I think your turn.
I will wade out of the burning building and into the street. Well, before I step out, I take a glance around for Uncle's gear that I'm here for.
What?
I just do a quick glance. Is the stuff he loaned me in this room?
Are there any magic axes lying around?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't realize it was magic. Maybe one of them decided to hold on to it. I'm just going to glance around for 10 seconds.
I think there is an axe nearby.
But it doesn't look like Uncle's magic axe.
I don't know. It's like a two-handed wood chopping axe. There's at least one pitchfork whose wielder went down.
All right. I'll give the glance a once over just to make sure it's not the axe that I'm looking for.
It's not a magic axe.
Okay. This is not the axe that I'm looking for. And I will exit.
You exit. You're not exactly surrounded. They backed away. Some have fled out the main gate. Others down the center street.
Mm-hmm.
But you can easily run someone down and attack them.
Oh, well, that's what I want.
Which direction will you go? There's 2 alleys from this front entrance, as well as like the main thoroughfare.
Alleys? Oh, you mean the ones that go along the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going towards the center of town here.
Okay.
I'm not sure where the axe would be kept, but I kind of feel like I need to... Like, I can find it in the aftermath. So I just need to fuck some shit up for a little while. I need to ruin some people's day. So I'll come down the middle alley, or the main road towards the center of town.
There's still crowds of people.
Well then,
You
let
don't even
me...
get that far before you find a group of people.
Oh, perfect.
Building.
Let me murder some innocent civilians.
I mean, these are angry. It's an angry mob. Just dispersing.
Semi-innocent civilians? Questionable civil. Let me just murder some civilians here. So, longsword comes up. Big axe strikes out. Bite comes for another one. Dear God. I think those are all hits. And I will consume. Consume.
All right, how many was that? 3 kills?
That was 3 kills, and I still have a second attack at the end of the round. Second offhand attack.
Make it. The last of this group goes running. Torches are scattered. They were attempting to set fire to a building as they left, but they failed. Or the building succeeded, however you want to look at it.
Okay. And then my big axe will come out again. Only an 11 because of that -2 from the injury on my hand.
Oh, no. We'll call it a miss. You probably could have made it a back attack, but since you are failing to describe any nuance to your actions, I'm just going to make it standard attack rolls.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I am sort of just like, he's a berserker, right? So he's sort of raging and slashing and hacking at everything near him, and they're little civilians, and their morale is breaking, and they're fleeing. I think Halvar's very much just like seeing red and in the pursuit of slaughter without paying too much attention, because it's pretty one-sided thus far. It's kind of reckless.
And by now, the streets have more or less cleared.
Mm-hmm.
The mob has dispersed, fled.
Excellent. All right. Initiative for next round, or should I wander until you want me to?
I mean, why don't you tell me what you're doing? There's no one immediately threatening you. In fact, you can't even see targets. So maybe a perception check might be appropriate.
Okay. 30.
Yeah, you see sort of a group fleeing up in this general. Probably should just turn the grid off or something. Up ahead, and then sort of disappearing into alleys up here. You think there must be some people taking refuge in that alleyway ahead.
Close. All right. Well, let's do it.
It's a little over 100 feet.
Halvar will continue walking. I guess if the crowd has fled from around him, walking, dragging his axe with the head, the back of the head on the ground, not the sharp point on the ground, but dragging it in his wounded hand, carrying his sword over his shoulder, jackal head down, teeth out, howling.
Right. Where are you going?
I am going to the left turn alleyway.
So that's a main street. You do
Yes.
see a few people fleeing down this alley as you pass it as well.
That's fine.
Yeah. You go down the main road. And you see someone running from you down this alley away, and then like colliding with people who are fleeing from the other side. You're like too far back. You would have to go up to the alley to see. Well, maybe you see them rounding the corner.
I will.
You'll have to go all the way
I see.
To the alley to see down it, but that's fine. So this is the main road heading towards the center of town.
Right, yeah. So I want to head down the main road, and when I get to this little side alleyway here, I will not If there's people at like the end of the alley closest to me, I will take a round to hack in and among them. But if they're all just frightened and panicked and hiding in the alley, no, let's just go down the alleyway. This is great. They can only really get to me one at a time down here. I will proceed down the alley.
All right.
I will make some orphans.
So as you see someone running full sprint down the alley, trying to get away from you. I think that's your intended target. But you notice a few others attempting to ambush you, sort of slinking in a doorway that's like recessed from the street. But you spot them with your 30 on your perception check.
Perfect.
So
I will slay them. I will pull out my first weapon, and I will longsword.
All right. Well, they had ready attacks. I'm not sure. You're kind of just wandering. You're just.
Yeah, Halvar's just. I mean, he's dragging his axe down the sidewalk, sword over his shoulder. Sees some people in the alleyway, casually walks over to cut them to shreds.
Okay. Well, as you walk past these guys, I mean, you see their ambush coming, but you don't really make any particular precautions. They lunge out at you. There's two that were like crouched in this doorway. Oh, Halvar, make a saving throw versus death.
You know, maybe Halvar shouldn't be so cocky. 1d20 greater than 11. Because he is super cocky about all these humans all the time.
They don't actually land a blow against you.
Wow.
But they jump out at you and beat on you with clubs. Wow. I think you just like raise a hand and...
This is why Halvar is cocky.
Knock the blow aside.
The critical hit did no damage to him. I am impervious to hurt. And I will just enter the fray. Sword, axe, no
Slay
good.
One.
Bite, and then second axe. No, I did second axe last round.
Okay, so these two that attempt to ambush you are quickly dispatched. Oops. 8. And then two more just go running down the hallway. They make it all the way to the other end and out the other side. So they like collided coming from opposite directions, and then they scramble back to their feet and keep running.
The ones running, did any of them provoke an opportunity attack by fleeing?
You never made it to them.
Okay, that's fair.
You were ambushed before and preoccupied.
I understand. All right. Ready.
All right, the alley is cleared out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the main street that I was walking down and head deeper into town. Closer to the heart of the city. Closer to their big tree. Closer to their wells and their waterways. Verge into what I think is the big courtyard with the tree.
Yeah, you enter the
Can't quite see the tree. Yeah, I think this is the right spot.
I feel like maybe I should... You've got your dark vision. It's daytime. I probably should have given you more vision. Let's see. Let's see how that looks.
Oh, there we go.
Doesn't necessarily mean anything. But there is a crowd of people gathered about the central... So in the center of Wodenheim is an enormous oak tree. Its roots are growing over... What for now? Its roots are growing over a gazebo in the center of town, or the roots form a gazebo. There are people gathered and kneeling, praying for their lives in the center of town. Maybe a couple dozen gathered. This is where shops would be. You notice a bunch of windows broken in. Some are boarded up. And others
well,
with guards posted outside.
This is a big tree in the middle of town, right?
Yeah.
How big are we talking? Like what trunk diameter?
The gazebo is about 20 feet across. So, but it's smaller than that. So I don't know, maybe like a 10-foot diameter.
Oh,
but
so
its roots.
We're still talking like giant sequoia thickness then.
I think sequoias are bigger than that.
I mean, they come in all shapes and sizes, right? Like General Sherman is huge, but not all of them are. All right, so but the tree is too big for me to cut down with an axe in 8 rounds.
Yes.
Okay, that was eventually what I was going for. That's fine. That's fine. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I will find another way to burn the tree, to bring down the tree, to end Waldheim's age of oppression. But I'm most importantly going to kill these guards first. Let's do it.
Oh,
Slowest initiative ever. That's okay though, because if they go first, I don't know if they can. How thick is the alleyway where I am? They surround me.
Wide enough for a wagon to travel down, maybe even 2. It's like 15 feet wide.
God damn it. All right, so I'm going to try and stand in the middle, so hopefully they have a harder time getting around me, or... Yeah. Bring it on.
All right, you are struck by 2 arrows.
It's just painful.
Indeed.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Double 2s. 2 and 2. Alright. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Did any of the guards come in for melee?
No.
Interesting. Okay. Which one of these guards are archers? If any of them on the map are.
No, the tokens don't really mean anything.
Okay. So, there were 2 bowmen out in this square. There's shops that are closed, as you said before. There's the gazebo around the big tree. How many guards are there, or how many armed people are there beside the 2 archers?
I don't know that anyone stands out above the rest. I mean, I guess maybe you could roll a perception check.
Okay.
Like, they're all humans. Okay, you critically hit. Okay, I mean, you can distinguish those that have shields from those that don't. Okay. Those that have martial weapons versus improvised weapons. There are clearly, most of them are unarmed and are, I don't know, kneeling in prayer.
Well, I will ignore the ones kneeling in prayer, and I will seek out.
And then the archers aren't guards necessarily. They're like, these are like hunters with bows.
Okay, I want to go for the hunters with bows. They're my primary target. They get 2 shots per round. I don't like that shit.
You have to wade your way through a crowd to get to them. And
that's fine. That's actually great.
Check. So there are armed militiamen amongst the crowd between you and the archers.
Okay. Well, I want to get at least 2. I want to go towards the archers, and if I hit the edge of the crowd that is standing and I have to fight them, that's fine, because I figure if I'm far away, the archers probably have a clearer line of sight to me than if I am against the people that are right in front of me, if that makes sense. So I want to go in the direction of the archers and push my way up against the crowd. I will ignore those that don't have weapons or don't seem like they're going to be a threat to me, but I will mercilessly slaughter anyone who gets within attacking range of me. So, since there's no tokens, I'm just going to wander forward and start making attacks.
Yeah, we can say that the civilians start around there. Oops. And a few approach you with melee weapons. Actually, they will get their attacks off first. So let's say 2 come at you with improvised weapons, clubs or short blades. Another crit.
God damn.
Let's make a saving throw versus death.
These guys. Well, I guess enough hits on me. Some of them are going to crit. What are you going to do about it? 1 success.
A measly 1 point of damage.
I shrug it off. without too much thought. And then my longsword flashes out towards the man's throat, hits him, opens it up. Blood splatters everywhere. The axe comes up and down on the next one from overhead. Ooh, a little bit of a miss. Are these guys all also wearing hides and leathers?
Yeah, we're saying everyone's got AC 12.
Unfortunate. This is a well-defended town. So I will snap at him instead with my big, sharp, pointy teeth. Grumble about not succeeding. And then check to see if I made 2 axe attacks last round. No, I only made 1 axe attack last round. So this round I get my second axe attack.
At the end of the round, I believe. It's a miss.
I thought they'd all gone before.
Yeah. All right. Another guard approaches you with a spear.
Yes. Come for Halvar.
Missing.
Stay for dinner.
We'll roll for initiative.
1d10 plus 4. I'm ready.
We can all go simultaneously.
Excellent. Well, I will start my attacks at the best trained, the guardy looking people, and then any leftover ones I will go for civilians.
Halvar, he has a shield.
Oh.
Make your attack.
Oh, yeah. Sword. Oh, a no good. Axe. There we go. Oh, yeah. I take it that's a crit?
Yeah.
17 damage. Split him down the middle. And then I will bite attack at the next closest person. 10 is no good.
It's a miss.
7 rounds left on my frenzy. Can they survive it?
Right. All right. I think we're going into initiative again, correct?
I believe we are. 1d10 plus 4. Halvar gets a 7. My enemies are all around me. Perfect. They cannot escape. I am ready.
Yeah. Make some attacks.
Let's do it. So I still haven't picked up that shield yet.
No, there's one guy before you with a club. There's a dead guard next to you. He's no longer using his shield.
Mm-hmm. So I'll start with the guard and the longsword.
Yeah, there was an archer on the other side of this clubman, but he has since retreated.
Okay. So I will sword the guard.
Stop flying. The guard is dead, isn't he? Yeah, the guard's dead.
I thought you said there were 2 guards. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I will sword the nearby peasant.
Yeah. Guys.
Yep. And was there another armed peasant within striking range?
You killed them like a few rounds ago.
Right.
Excellent. There are unarmed peasants around.
No, I will ignore them. I'm going to do 1 lap around the tree just to make sure there's nobody left in this area that would be a theoretical threat to me.
Everyone begins fleeing. Fleeing the area. There are a few business. Oh, that's a. Yeah, there's a small crowd gathering here.
Up there.
At this bridge. And then this is like a guard outside of a business. But
Perfect.
otherwise this town square is beginning to clear out.
All right, so I eye this guard, and I want to see if he's guarding the business and will leave me alone if I don't go towards him, or if he looks like he thinks he's hot shit and that he might be able to take down Halvar. How confident does this man look?
It looks like he's guarding this business.
I just stare at him as I shove my big axe back through my belt or across my shoulder. I don't remember how I carry it at the moment. I don't really care either. and then gingerly start like strapping the shield to my wounded arm.
Okay.
Which will bring me down an attack and a half, which is unfortunate, but I think I need the 16 AC going into this. Okay, and that will be my turn this round, is the one attack and then equipping the shield.
Yeah, you strap on the shield.
Yep. Now that I've got a shield and my AC is 16, oh boy.
What'll it be, Halvar?
What it'll be one less round of frenzying. That is down to 6. I'm going to ignore the guard by the shop and head for the bridge.
All right. Actually, let me just roll something. That's fine. So by now, this town's guard has organized enough people to form like a blockade on this bridge.
That's perfect.
You saw it, and when you first spotted them, there was a disorganized crowd gathering, and now they've sort of lined up, blocking the bridge.
Perfect. How wide did you say the bridge is?
Like most of these roads, wide enough for a cart to get across.
Okay, but not 2 carts side by side.
This is more or less to scale. You probably could.
Okay.
If you were bimbly about it. You probably want to go one at a time.
Yeah. I see. So I'm going to wade down the middle of this thing.
If they're European cart drivers, they could manage it, but Americans would give too much space on either side of their cart, and they just wouldn't be able to. They just couldn't.
They just hit each other. Yeah. Yep. All right.
We see you, Berserker. We see you for what you are.
Death. I am death. I have died 100 times, and I come back for you. You will join me. Unless you give me what I look for. My magic axe. You stole from me.
A shout from the crowd. I've got your axe right here.
Shake my head. All right, I'm ready. Let's do this. 16 AC, 5 initiative. I wander into the bridge.
Doesn't matter because they were all actions readied.
Perfect.
As soon as you step within reach, there's a spear from the guard.
Ooh, miss.
Which will actually hit.
He's got +1 to hit?
He's got at least +1 to hit. Yeah, probably +1.
Okay. So much for my shield.
I'll use Ultra Spear damage.
No.
And just to be fair, we'll say that he's a spear specialist because I gave him that +1 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nasty stab. That Ultra Spear for a 7-point wound. And then these are just peasants.
Oh my god!
Cow. They made their stand.
Holy shit!
Make a saving throw versus death, Halvar.
Oh my god. Give me the injury. Give me the injury, not the boot damage. Give me the table. Throw me the bones.
Okay, you shirk off the club, but an enormous two-handed. You also shirk off the two-handed axe. Let's throw those bones. This is a large weapon. That's going to be a 2d6, right?
Oh god.
D10 for location.
Oh, head. No, head is 10.
Foot, I think. Hopefully not your new foot.
It's my new foot. It's the same roll as last time.
Critical hit table. This is a slashing versus monsters. Oh, sorry, humanoids. This is your right leg. Do you know which foot you lost before?
I think it was my right foot. I'm not sure.
This is you're getting a battle scar on your brand new foot. leg injured, major bleeding, half move.
Okay, it's not the same injury as last time. Major bleeding. That's 1 to 2 points a round.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And half move.
Half move.
God damn.
Make your attacks, Halvar. Make them good.
I will slash the guard before me. I will bite at him.
You bite the guard.
God damn. I rend his throat from his body. But I am like dragging my bleeding leg behind me.
Yeah. All right. So you bring down the guard, and the crowd, sensing weakness, leaps into the fray. Let's say there's 8 townsfolk piled up on this bridge. Only 2 of them were close enough, but now they come piling forward, surrounding you. Roll initiative.
All right.
You go first.
Here we go. God, I wish I could drop my longsword in favor of my big axe, but I know that it won't drop. So sword comes out. 21 is good. This is good. 1d8 plus 9. Bring one
You
down.
take revenge on the axeman that maimed your foot.
Then I bite the next one. 18. I think that's a hit.
It's another hit.
2d4 plus 8. It's 12. That should drop another, I think.
Drops another, yeah.
And that is all of my... No, I've got 2 weapon fighting. I can punch with my shield. I can shield punch.
Do you have shields? Any like shield options taken?
No, if I shield punch it, I'll lose my AC bonus for the round.
Your AC, yeah.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
But you do get 4 opportunity attacks as these emboldened villagers make one last attempt to bring you down. Hit, miss, hit. So you killed how many? 3? Did you kill 5 this round?
Yes, that'll be 5 this round. 16, 9, and 15 damage.
All right, they
I only
die.
have
These
D8
3
HP.
villagers left, and they just can't get their hands on you. You bleed for 1 point of damage, and your skin will not help you here. There are 3 villagers feebly attempting to hold the bridge. They hold fast. And let's roll initiative.
Let's do it. 1d10 plus 4. 11.
Right. I'll have the spear. Someone picks up the guard's spear. Missing. Improvised weapon is a hit. Is a crit. Make a saving throw versus death.
God damn. 1d. Wait, is it a crit?
19.
It's a 19 versus AC
okay.
16.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, and doesn't do any damage.
The shield's paying off.
I'll let you go before the axe. So someone has also picked up the 2-handed axe. I'll let
Sweet.
you go first.
Well, if possible, I would like to longsword that person. If not, anyone else will do.
Critical
I'm not
hit.
sure how the fray looks.
Slam.
Oh!
The bodies are piling up, but there's only 2 people left standing.
All right, so I will drop that one, bite another one. 16 damage. Sweet Jesus.
All right, there's just 1 guy left standing before you.
I lick my lips and walk after him, knowing I don't have any more attacks this round, but approaching.
He stands his ground. He's made his peace with death. I think we're rolling initiative, right?
Yeah.
Is a spear 6, right?
Yeah.
finish him, Halvar.
This is a brave person. He sees everybody dead around him. He's the only one on the bridge, and yet he's gonna fight to the death. And there's a certain amount of like begrudging respect for this fearless human. And so I will attempt to make a non-lethal attack against him. I have to make it, I believe, at -4 to hit.
Yeah, make a called shot.
Yeah.
Let's see if I think I might have, make a called shot.
Oh, beautiful. Actually, maybe too good.
I may adjust that. Let me see what I've got written in my beta testing combat system. That's nice.
I know. I'm just worried it might still kill him.
What did I... Hato internet.
What?
There's nowhere to go to get away from it. Come on, there's like 4 pages in this document. How long could it take to load? All right,
I don't know. Google Docs and YouTube have been having issues in the last couple days.
Okay, so it actually would have only been -2 to hit. Ooh. So I had an option. So you were using like hacks and slashes to modify your chance to hit.
Right.
Another attack option is a bash, which is made at -2 to hit.
Okay.
And you take a -1 penalty on your AC for the boldness of the attack. Why is there an asterisk? I think it's cumulative. So if you make more than 1 bash, you can make your AC even worse.
I see.
And it's temporary damage, and there's a 10% chance per damage to stun.
Okay. So
in fact, you'll probably just have 100% to KO.
Yeah. So I'll be doing at least 2d8 plus 8.
This is definitely not balanced.
190% chance to stun.
Yeah, that's maybe should. And I have it as 1 round per damage dealt.
Unconscious for 19 minutes. Perfect. So
that actually seems okay, but the trouble is. Let's see. This would feel shitty if it was used against you. I mean, it's not too far off from the.
The sapping rules are weird. Yeah, it's a tough needle to thread.
Anyways, you smack him. I think there's probably always. Is there always a chance to resist, or? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna worry about this now. You KO him though. You bring the side of your. Oh, it's your sword, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the flat of my sword.
You bring the pommel. You bring the pommel. Smack him with the flat of your blade, knocking him unconscious.
Mm-hmm. I will leave him there and walk over his body, proceed
and
further
the
into
bodies
town.
of several others.
Yes.
I don't know who that guy is, but he sees you coming and he runs for it.
Runs for me or no, away from me?
No,
okay.
Runs the other direction. You take another 2 points of bleeding damage as you limp across the bridge.
Halvar remembers, hold on. I'm slowly dying here. Let me recheck the rules to make sure. I don't think this one has a chance of stopping on its own, right? That's only minor bleeding.
In fact,
I should probably tend to my foot before I bleed to death.
Yeah. In fact, I'm not even sure if you can stop it, but I'll allow you to make an intelligence check.
Major bleeding can be stopped by Cure Light Wounds, the healing of 5 HP by any magical means, or by successful use of a healing proficiency. The wound is bound by an untrained healer. Make the intelligence check for the would-be medic. If he fails, he's unable to help. All right. 1 intelligence check. to see if Halvar can stop the bleeding on his foot. And I imagine if it's causing 1 to 2 points of damage per round, this isn't like a trickle of blood. This is like a nasty gash that is just like pouring out.
A battle scar.
Yeah. So Halvar will go down to 1 foot, or like drop to his knee, look at his, I believe it's his right leg that's injured, and just see the like steady flow of blood, and try and sort out.
Artery was nicked.
Yeah, try and sort out a way to stop it. See if I can maybe like tie it off, or poke a finger in there or something. Try get anything to make it stop bleeding. I cannot make it stop bleeding. This is a fatal injury. This has just been upgraded to a mortal wound.
You have disadvantage on intelligence checks when you're frenzied.
Oh,
so you
God.
Roll again and see if you make it even worse.
Oh, it's still just a 14. Left untreated, major bleeding can easily cause a character's death. Yep.
Another 1 point of damage ticks away.
I must get the ox, Halvar mutters to himself. And I will continue down this passageway, going towards the other side of town to where they stole my axe from me.
Yeah, I don't know who these dead guys are, but
killed them last time I was
killed
here.
them last time you were here. Yeah, there's probably bodies in the street still. I don't know if you left them. By now they're picked apart. Flies are buzzing around. The gate on the opposite end of town. Let's see if it's open or closed. It is closed. You watch this guy run and flee down an alley. You see some commotion in the houses as you pass, but everyone is fleeing you at this point. They're boarding themselves up.
I'm gonna make it to the gate if possible.
You make your way to the closed gate.
Do I take more bleeding damage?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And then
Oh, God.
Damage.
I look in the gatehouse. Where's the magic axe? Tell me it's here.
There's a guard hiding behind the desk in the gatehouse. Roll initiative.
My ox! Where is my ox? I say to the guard, enraged, barely able to hold a coherent conversation, keenly aware that I only have, 7.5 rounds left to live.
All right. So whether you like it or not, you are attacking him with your longsword.
Yes. I'm asking him where is the ox? As my longsword does its thing. But I think he dies before he has a chance to answer me. No! You did not tell me where it was.
I threw him and into the table he was hiding behind.
I searched the room.
It's a small one-room guard kiosk. There's a hatch in the ceiling that you can use to access the wall.
Is there a medical kit on the wall with healing potions in it in case someone gets injured?
Definitely no healing potions. There's that sort of equipment. I'll allow you to make another intelligence check with the aid of this kit.
I grab the tourniquet kit. I grab the...
I think it's got to be at disadvantage, though. You're still frenzied, right?
Oh, God, yeah. All right. Halvar tries to heal himself one last time. Intelligence check at disadvantage with only +7. 23?
That's pass.
And 22! Halvar does it. He grabs the med kit.
Am I not a benevolent GM?
You are so benevolent.
You find you find some bandages in here. You tourniquet off your leg and staunch the bleeding.
What is dead may never die. Halvar's basically a Greyjoy at this point. All full of piss and vinegar and no real clear idea what he's doing. kind of just angry for the sake of angry. Petty. It's definitely a Greyjoy. Okay. Well, guard dead. Did not know where my axe was. Where do I go for it? Where do I go for it? Where it's probably not in town anymore. I kind of just want to burn the town down. I do want to play in Wodeheim later. I do like it. It's a fun town. The wells and the tree and the... But I kind of want to destroy it all in retribution for having my axe stolen. Where might I find evidence of my magic axe? What about the town square? Where is the mayor? Where does the mayor live? Or the old wise man? Or the lord? So I will go up to one of these boarded up houses and I will start shouting through it and maybe like gnawing on the windowsill or the shutters or the door itself while barking inside. Where's the mayor? Where's the lord of the town? Where's the old wise man who runs this place? Take me there, or I shall eat your children.
Roll a charisma check.
And that has, oh my god, that has bonuses for Battle Scars too.
Yeah.
That's got +9 on top of it.
Please leave us be. What do you want?
Where's the mayor? Or the lord? Or the person who runs the town? Where's your highest representative?
Please, we'll give you whatever you want. Just leave.
Tell me where my axe is. The magic axe. Where's the town hall?
Response from the other side of the boarded up door.
I'm coming to eat your children.
I don't have your axe.
Tell me where the town hall is, or I will eat your children in front of you.
The temple is in the town square, or off the town square, south.
All right, that seems to be the place. Then I'll head for the temple. I suppose that took a round to do that. So this is my last round of frenzying, and I will head down the street.
I think you actually can't leave. I think you find your swords taking control of you once more.
Oh.
And you will spend this last round of your frenzy trying to get into this boarded up door.
All right, I'm game.
I think you would have had 2 rounds for that. So make 2 open door checks, maybe.
Okay, I can do that. I can do these things.
Pass the first one.
1d20. I want to do less than or equal to a 6. Nope. And the second one, nope.
All right, so you hack at this door for a few rounds as part of that negotiation or whatever. Mm-hmm. Your frenzy subsides. Your cursed sword forbids you from fleeing, but I think on the other side of a door and with the frenzy subsiding, you'll regain use of your faculties. The whoever was on the other side of the door stopped responding. They've fled to the far end of the house.
Perfect.
They're more or less gone. So now, frenzy over, you can continue.
All right. I will head back towards the center of town and look for a temple. Halvar gazes about. Where is the temple? Which building is it here?
You approach the abandoned town square, piled high with bodies. Oh, I need to add 1 more to that body count, don't I?
Oh my god, that's 38. That's a lot of people.
Well, there's only like 5 or 10 here in the town square. Mm-hmm. So you return to the abandoned town square. You see an enormous oak tree before you. What can you see? Yeah, I think from here, off in the distance, rising up above maybe between the boughs of the tree, you can see the steeple of the peak of a church, of a temple. across the way, across the square.
All right. Well, I will go this way around the tree. Is this guy still guarding that shop door?
I think he's inside. You see him like peering out the window, watching you walk past.
I step up to the window and peer in. What's in the shop? What sort of shop is this? Potion shop?
There are no potion shops. It's I think it's just it's like a general store. It's like the only store that's still open here in town.
I ignore it. I
It's
walk
like-
right on past. There's nothing in there for me. And you said the temple was down here?
Yeah, yeah. You can see a steeple off in the distance that way.
Okay.
Yeah. So you walk through the square, out in front, maybe somewhere like out here. I don't know if you can see that. There's like a gate, like a small fence. It's more ornamental than anything.
Perfect.
Yeah, and at one point it was probably a graveyard, but it has since been exhumed, repurposed. There are some plants arranged in that, like a small garden. It's arranged out front, and there's just a gap. It's like a white picket fence kind of situation.
Okay. Well, I will walk towards the gate, dragging my wounded, bloody foot, holding my shield out before me, the snakebite sword in my hand, and scanning in front of me and beside me for people, for traps, for archers on rooftops, for anything.
There are people about the town. They haven't had time to abandon their town completely, but most of them have retreated to their houses. You don't see any sitting there with bows attempting to ambush you.
Good. All right. Do I frenzy and enter? I can't think of a downside to frenzying before I go in. So I will. I will frenzy, and maybe we can take a break right before we enter the church.
Sounds good. So you take a minute, you work yourself up into a frenzy.
This is it. This is the final battle.
What are you saying to yourself?
This is it. This is the final battle. This is the last place. I don't have much HP left. I somehow pulled everything through. If I can get through this temple, I can, one way or the other, this is the end of it. If they don't have my axe, I need to find a place to rest because I'm at the end of my rope here. You can do it, Halvar. You can do it. They've got your axe. You just got to get them. You just got to get in there and get them done. You just got to get in there.
All right.
See you on the other side of a break. Bye-bye.